push Robinson away from the floor. He'll step back and fire. No good. Contested rebound that's picked up by Duke Miles. Sooners push it to Bryson Goodwin.
And these Oklahoma guards today offensively in the half court are going to have tremendous recognition. Missouri's going to change defenses on a regular basis. That transfer from Duke has really been tremendous, obviously, on the floor. But it was cool to talk to Coach Gates today and him talking about Mitchell coming in, been humble from day one. Obviously understands his strengths, but also understands and appreciates what his teammates can do, and it's really fit nicely. These guys play like a team that's been together for more than just a season.
The Oklahoma lineup, Jalen Moore's been battling some knee tendonitis.
That's Mitchell in a nutshell. Great ball movement. He gets it on the block and calmly gets out of that double team to a shooter who's squared up to a three-point shot.
This is Spears. Tough matchup for him. Mitchell's very physical, rugged defender. Duke Miles into Goodwin again. Sam Goodwin. And out of the timeout, Cruz off the bench catches and scores in tight. And the Tigers lead 20-18. What a luxury to bring Jacob Cruz. It's his fourth stop on his collegiate journey. But he's a guy that won the Ohio Valley Conference last year.
Today he really gets to a spot. Look how slow that play was to him. A lot of freshmen would have sped up too much.
Elvis, quick bounce ahead for Bryson Goodwin. There's Goodwin rolling to the rim one more time. He's got a dozen now.
Field can play at his own pace. He's crafty around the basket. He can make good moves in the high post, and there he is taking his time and get another one to drop.
Ole Miss with 10 points in the paint now. Fears unable to get by his man, but the nice assist.
The ball in big moments, and he can be very dangerous. He's been neutralized so far, but look for him to be assertive in the second half.
He took the first shot of the game for Oklahoma, and that was his only field goal attempt in the first half. Jeremiah Fears gets by the first line of D, goes to the ground. Good pass, finding Goodwin, throws it down.
It was a wake-up call for the Sooners early on, but he's been able to weather the storm. He's had some games of inconsistency, but at the same time, he's bounced back. And, he's been crashing the O-boards all night, been physical, using his body, using his angles. And this is a situation when you're able to get the benefit of the whistle not being blown. And that's what happens when you play with a tough level of toughness.
Fears off the bounce, finds the cutting Goodwin, who lays it in for two.
Breakfield, crafty, understands how to play, and a beautiful pump fake gives him that space he needs to go all the way to the basket.
Goodwin gets the bucket.
Fears again, the lob, Goodwin, the finish.
Beautiful screen roll.
In the stripes, and Oklahoma controls the opening tip. Jeremiah Fears, the point guard, the freshman from Joliet, Illinois. Oklahoma in the home whites. Fears gets it into the lane, dumps it off to Goodwin, who is fouled and has a chance right out.
Nice job of getting it out. Nice little play by the freshman to get in there and not shoot a little floater.
Delphon Warren only averaging a point a game. Goodwin with the turnaround with the left hand. Gets
Melendez did.
Little pressure this time for Mississippi State. 2-2-1.
I like this. They're trying to get him out of rhythm a little bit. Get him off schedule as far as the shot clock goes.
Shot clock already at 10. Jeremiah Fears on the drive, slams on the brakes, dumps it off, and Goodwin there for the two-handed jam. State.
Not bad.
And then Chris Jans at 72.3%.
Guy can coach.
The lob, Goodwin with the finish inside. The key his three. That's his third from deep.
Can't
And we're
lose
tied.
him. Can't lose him, Richard.
Duke Miles off the screen from Goodwin. Dumps it to Goodwin. Left hand from 6 feet. Good. Sam.
Big time plays. That's the second one. The second half for Milwaukee.
This pace is fun.
Much different.
Here's cut off. Gets it to Goodwin. Working down the left side of the lane. Goodwin all the way to the rack. He's got 13. Jalen Moore, 13 points in the second half. Fears feeds it inside to Goodwin. Off the window with the left hand.
Goodwin. And that's good defense by Houck, but it's tipped up and in.
This team, he and Carter this season have taken over 500, I think, and 50 shots.
Yeah.
And his production is sorely needed.
They continue to play this season without Jalen Reed. That's their starting 5-man. Was putting up career-high numbers before he tore the ACL, 8th game of the season. This is Goodwin on the drive. Asked to do a lot in this rugged SEC. 3 in the air. Miller could not hit it, and he certainly produced. He's got it here. Leaves his feet, finds Miles in the corner. Ball fake,
nice.
Look, pass to Goodwin.
A nice catch and finish by Carter.
Well, let me correct myself. It's a 7-1 run. Nevertheless, it's still an important one. And response for LSU. Goodwin fouled.
From sideline to sideline.
Driving, take everything but the bucket, but Goodwin so active. This play wasn't the half a dozen threes. It was a backdoor cut layup late in the game. Goodwin, well, this is a 3-point stretch of games, and like everybody else in the SEC, you have so many difficult games left on the slate. That one drops.
Country and made threes, you might want to lock down. Here's Miles driving on the left side. This one will not be missed.
This is where they are now. Night and day, but it's all Bruce Pearl. It's 100% Bruce Pearl. You know, Bruce Pearl.
Defending Vanderbilt, and there's a perfect example. They just had a hard time defending Vanderbilt. So I think the coaching staff for the Commodores have to feel really good. Now, they've got to do a better job. Oklahoma's shooting the ball well. If they don't turn it over, great pass, great pass.
Some pressure. Fears chasing down Tanner. Forced him to go a little too strong off the glass.
Tanner trying to stiff arm Fears all the way down the floor.
Underneath.
Wow.
Easy 2 points for Sam Goodwin.
Scouting report.
The Sweet 16 and has a reputation as just a really, really good basketball coach and a good guy.
Yeah, and he was a former assistant at Texas A&M.
Couple of different stints here.
That's right.
Godwin inside with the left. Bryson Goodwin, his movement off ball is elite.
Brazil misses that one. OU has made 5 of their last 6 threes. Here's Jeremiah throwing it up, and Sam Goodwin throwing it down.
That was a phenomenal. A good job for Arkansas to jump into their pressure, and I like how Oklahoma is trying to beat the press collectively.
Fears. Goodwin again. Sam
And that's one of the reasons why they have some of the turnovers that they have.
Here's Fears up top, gets a screen. Now we'll get it to Duke Miles, handoff to Goodwin. Goodwin with a big screen up top. Try to dump it off to him underneath. He spins with the left hand, and nice touch.
The game, if you want a certain action, reward it.
Oh, blocked inside by Goodwin. Sooners back the other way. Miles off to Taylor. Now Elvis, under 12 minutes to go first half. Forsythe pressured by Jacoby Wright. Back to Goodwin inside. Boy, he backs Davis all the way to the rim. Forsythe played a few minutes in that first half. The true freshman back on the floor now. Godwin's working on Bozeman's Verdonk.
Here for Georgia basketball has just been amazing.
1-point lead for Georgia. 11 minutes to play here in the second half.
I like the pace Oklahoma's playing at. They're moving the ball. They're getting the shot they want. They're not just settling right now.
Curling to the rim, and Sam Godwin.
Fears launches. He misfires on his first shot, and there to clean it up. Sam Godwin, I mentioned he on the drive, pump fake in the trees, blocked. Rebound Fears. 7 on the shot clock. Inside, great feed from Goodwin to Godwin. Lob pass to Godwin. Inside, Godwin! How about
Pylon, unselfish play, gives it up to Sears. Sears gives it right back, 3-ball.
Kobe Elvis is the Dayton transfer. The dump inside to the big man. And Sam Godwin. Moore trying to come back at him with 8 on the shot clock. Spinning baseline. Cut off. Throws up a wild one. Godwin with the board and puts it in. What a fight. Elvis has been very shifty to start this game. Getting in the paint whenever he wants. Shot clock's at 10 for the Sooners. Using the screen from Godwin. Now inside to the big man off the switch. Puts it up and in. Nice play by Oklahoma.
They're backbreakers. You have to know where you are when you're boxing out Alabama. They're going to crash the boards from the outside, getting the second chance points.
Alabama switching everything now. Godwin, 3 on the shot clock, and it rolls in.
Good patience.
I think the biggest surprise for Oklahoma is Jeremiah Fears. 1 point in this first half, 0 for 7 on the bench now with 2 fouls. Nice pass inside as Godwin throws it down. Oklahoma with numbers, running more left hand, and Godwin tips it in.
Up. It's the deceleration. You talk about him able to go downhill, but stop on the dime, switch his speeds, and then find a crease for the layup. Phenomenal.
Up top, and Godwin throws it down. Nice. Fears, good find to Godwin, missing, gets his own miss, up and in. Godwin.
Jalen Moore. Double team. Splits it. Miles the tip. Godwin a tip, and that one falls.
Yeah, and great recognition. You see Central Arkansas, the other 4 offensive players just stay out of the way because they saw the matchup opportunity that they had.
Beautiful feed by Fears, and the finish by Sam Godwin.
Protecting the paint and working inside out in defensive transition.
Jalen Moore can't finger roll it in, but there's what Sam Godwin.
Put some pressure on the rim, but you got to get the bigs out of the paint first.
Picked off by Goldman. Playing tight defense. Oklahoma in need of a run here. Taylor trying to pull his way inside, nothing there. Godwin looking for a guard. Now he'll take it. Tough shot with that left hand. Taylor with the theft. Went right around O'Connell. The official Godwin will stuff it in.
Mark, both these teams want to get this game going into the 80s. It's going to be fast-paced. Who handles the pressure the best will win the basketball game.
The first possession of the game belongs to the Sooners. Godwin trying to hand it off. Thompson deflected that. Kobe Elvis keeping it alive. Godwin. You get Sam Godwin in the low post.
Rhythm, they're as good as anybody in the Big 12 as far as a team that will go up and down the floor and pressure defensively. But in the half court, they've got to be a little bit more in rhythm and precise.
Oklahoma State's offense going at a quicker tempo, and really the Sooners as well, as they find Godwin almost in the exact same Corpus Christi, and has coached in the NCAA tournament each of the last 3 years. 2 years with A&M Corpus Christi, and the last year with the Hilltoppers.
A tremendous hire for Oklahoma State. He just came in and brought in his guys, and he's trying to put his system in, which is overplay and pressure.
Godwin has scored the first 6 points of the game coming into tonight's game for Dean, and he's off the bench with 5 points. Token pressure, and they're into the front court with Miles. Fears. Down to Godwin. He lays it in. Well, it was good defense there by
rhythm, and I think right now they're just a little bit out of their range because they're beyond the NBA line.
And Oklahoma State has missed all 4 they have attempted so far tonight. Been 4.5 minutes since Oklahoma State's had a field goal. Here's Godwin, who had the quick start, and he gets an open lane to lay it in. He had the first 6 points. Struggles continuing for Oklahoma State. That's one area they had been doing all right to that point, was from the free throw line. Forsythe pass, stuff. Godwin again. And
went straight up.
Oklahoma State came in shooting 35% from beyond the arc. OU shooting 37%. No team near that tonight, but Godwin is
brutal, but it's because of Oklahoma's defense. They've got to try to get the ball from side to side and then try to get it inside.
All right, here we go into half number 2 from Oklahoma City. Fears to Godwin, and Godwin picking up a 2 run. Still trail it by 17. Elvis. Godwin. Ball. Godwin. Quick pass. Ball movement. Fears couldn't finish it with the reverse. Godwin. Give him a career-high 20 points tonight.
Free ball by Williams is in there. And Alcorn State back on top. Shot clock at 5 again. Tankersley splits a double team but can't finish it. And the Sooners have a chance to take the lead on this trip. Godwin wide open, punches it home. Then the Sooners.
Miles will drive it, slam on the brakes. The kick out for Taylor. Nice fake to get free, but can't stick it. He gets it back though. Bruce went down hard trying to knock that one away. Goodwin in the game. Kobe Elvis was the best name in college basketball. Had it batted away. The 26 against Providence College the other night. Looking to take over. It gets to Godwin. He'll slam it down. They got a little fortunate.
Interesting because Bryce Hopkins, OB.
Nice follow by Godwin for 2.
That's what
not an issue. They've been there, done that already, even though the season is young.
Yeah, played at Iowa, at South Dakota, which is always tough, at A&M, UConn, and now here.
Elvis lobbing it up for Godwin. He'll retrieve it and finish it on the backside.
That Coach Moser has been giving there over the sidelines. The other part is, I think Glenn Taylor provides a little bit of confidence defensively for them. I mean, he's a big frame at 6'6", and to me, he really wants to guard and be good at that end of the floor.
This time Moore returns the favor to Godwin. They run Miles off the three-point line, but he finds Godwin underneath. Up and under, use the rim as protection.
The freshman out.
He was telling us that he was talking with some of his coaching buddies the other day, and they said, you're being really patient with those freshmen.
Well, you can see if you get Sanka and say a Jordan Wood going at the same time.
Sam Godwin picked up by Sam Godwin. Sooners transition quickly. Fears squeezes one off. Strong from that right corner, right to Godwin. He usually has to work hard for the stay in front of Patterson. All the way to the baseline, got into trouble and threw it away. Oklahoma has made its last 4 field goals. Try to put a stranglehold on this one. Get themselves to 2-0. There's Goodwin attacking off the dribble. 6 from the field. And Fears guts over the top. Goodwin there to follow the miss. In the opening half, a lot of physicality. Nathan Johnson Jr. is off balance. Goodwin another rebound. Oklahoma's got numbers. Goodwin punches it home, and a foul. Oklahoma still has the advantage. Beg your pardon, that's 8 offensive rebounds. Oklahoma has the advantage on the glass, but some difference makers on the offensive end for Lindenwood recently to get him back in. Over the top, Goodwin with the left hand. And that stops transition. Ruffin stripped. A hand in there by Miles. And here come the Sooners the other way. Lead. Sam I am with the
load, and he is going to the basket. He's relentless, has an air of toughness about him. A good-looking player.
Lindenwood picked 9th out of the 11-team Ohio Valley Conference as Sam Goodwin shakes free and scores. Bounce pass good.
It's a finishing pass, Jack.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
You're throwing it in transition, bounce pass layup. You know, throwing it into the post, bounce pass for the post.
Taylor steps in. Goodwin flushes it.